We are not happy that we're talking about middle belt. We will talk about the middle belt because we are not Arewa and we are not Cornot. Gone are the days when you do your appointment, the only thing you think about is Kano, Katsina, Sokoto.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, we are diving straight into something that affects every Nigerian. The hidden agenda behind how the North is using the middle belt to achieve their goals. Let's break it down. This man has something to say, and it is heavy. He claims that the middle belt, also known as North Central Nigeria, is the most used and dumb region in the country. He's talking about betrayal, deceit, and political marginalization from the Hausa-Fulani oligarchy. Here is how it works. According to him, every election season, the sermon begins. We are all Northerners. They preach. We are one family. They claim. They pull all the emotion of the middle belt, rallying their support to secure political power. But as soon as the elections are over, it is a different story. He says the same Fulani they help rise to power turn against them. Communities are invaded, people are killed or displaced, and the middle belt is left to pick up the pieces. Yet, without the middle belt, the Hausa-Fulani will be politically irrelevant in Nigeria. The message is clear. Until the middle belt wakes up and realizes they are being used and dumped by the North, nothing will change. It is time to know the truth and stop being puppets. Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I am talking about. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look and remember to share your thought after watching.
The most used and dumped region in Nigeria is the Middle Belters, that is also known as North Central. They've received the greatest deception and the greatest betrayal and should I say political marginalization. These Fulanis and Hausas, they know the sermon to preach during election to get to the emotions of these Middle Belters. Once it's time for election, they start preaching, oh, we are all Northerners, we are all this, we are all that. Listen, without the population of North Central, these Fulanis and Hausa are irrelevant politically in Nigeria. And this is what this North Central have refused to realize. A few of them had actually realized it. The political power that these Fulanis and Hausas enjoy in Nigeria today is courtesy the Middle Belters. The cultural gloating, the cultural power, and the cultural authority that they are the majority that these Hausas enjoy today is courtesy the Middle Belters. Because if you go to northern Nigeria and you want to collect data for census, that's population census, you will see these Middle Belters feeling Hausa as first language, and they have their own indigenous language. They all have their own internal language that they speak, that they use to communicate. If you've been there, you understand what I'm saying. But once the moment that matters approaches, you see them feeling Hausa, giving Hausa people more leverage, more strength, and they are yet to realize these things. When I was in Gombe State, this was my gospel. This was what I was telling them. You can't be flexing, romancing the muscles of these Hausas, and you guys have done it in such a way that everyone in southern Nigeria now thinks that once you approach Kogi, from Kogi to Cornot is Hausa, because of what you guys are doing. Now, if you look at your screen, this is a comment of someone from Middle Belt, North Central, saying that, oh, they dislike it whenever we associate them with these Fulanis and Hausas and blah, 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 blah. Listen, sir, with all due respect, you Middle Belters have not been able to prove it to the world and other parts of Nigeria that you are different from these Hausas. Because once election approaches, election is a very crucial moment to distinguish yourself, but no, you guys will team up with them. Any candidate they show forth, watch it, that candidate will win in Kwara, win in Kogi, win in Benue, win in what's it called, Niger. And then the only difference, and I hail those people a lot, Plateau State. That's the reason when I went to Plateau State, I felt like, this one I worry, this one another worry. To be honest with you, I'm just giving you a very honest feedback. When I enter Jos, I just think this one another worry, because those guys there, they are purely different in attitude, the way they reason, and apart from Jos and maybe Southern Kaduna, you get, apart from Jos and Kaduna, every other place in the north central, when it comes to behavioral pattern, you guys behave like them. Dressing, you dress like them. Food, all of you, you get so I'm just being honest with you. So you guys are being used, dumped, and you are still in the game of giving them political power. I was discussing with some of my friends who, you know, are middle belters, and I asked them, what have you gained from this parasitic union that you are in with these Fulanis and Hausas? They keep using you, they keep betraying you, and in return they came to your bushes and they start maiming your people, kidnapping your people, raping, sacking your family, sacking your villages. Because if you look at the home of this herders farmers clash, it's in the north central. The Fulanis rewarded you with banditry, kidnapping, herders farmers clash, and on, and you are still in this union. I call it parasitic union because you are not getting any positive result from it. Did you know what they replied me? All these middle belts. Did you know what they replied me, my friends? They said, parasitic union, but you give us Abuja, we don't get Abuja. And I said, hold on. If you guys are not thinking properly, is Abuja a commercial center? Number one. Is there any booming industry that can actually employ Nigerians in Abuja or employ middle belters in Abuja? A place where they are busy building estates, unnecessary estate everywhere, and people cannot afford it. Okay, let's go down to the politics. Are middle belters in charge of Abuja? Has any middle belters ever, you know, assumed the position of FCT minister over the years? Even some of the local government chairmen, they are not from the region. From that point, they kept mute. They kept mute. Bam. So, see, these people keep brainwashing you people in the middle belt that you are the same. And I'm not seeing you guys fighting it. If there is you just need to realize that you guys have not been able to prove to other parts of Nigeria and the world at large that you are different from these Fulani and Hausa guys. And they are using you to achieve whatever thing that they want to achieve. When the crucial time of decision making approach, they will say you guys are one. The moment that time is over, everybody to your tent, O Israel. And it's not only happening between the Hausa-Fulanis and the Middle Belt. Every other language, every other state, when the moment of decision making comes, oh, we are on one, we are on one. But it's time for reward. They will not select the goons, the cartel, and they will share the reward amongst themselves.
We are not happy that we're talking about middle belt. We will talk about the middle belt because we are not Arewa and we are not Cornot. Gone are the days when you do your appointments, the only thing you think about is Kano, Katsina, Sokoto, and you leave people like us that are from Benue, whom you claim to be you claim to be not and are not considered in the scheme of event. We will talk about middle belt, and this is the discussions that we are going to take to the next level. This is a new generation. We will not sit down and watch. During the time that Buhari was the president, how many people from the Tiv Nation, let me give a classical example of the Tiv Nation, who happened to be the 6th largest ethnic group in Nigeria, was considered, even though we claim to be from the north. And we are speaking out now. This generation is speaking out, and we will carve our difference. I don't know, you don't like it, but we are going to propagate this message of middle belt. You are shouting middle belt is not in the constitution. Is Arewa in the constitution? Arewa is not in the constitution. So we will shout it, we will take it to the rooftop, and all the sons of the middle belt will rise. This is a new challenge for us.